Hey, I'm Shay.
I'm John.
And I'm Nick.
Welcome to It's a Work Thing podcast, where we talk about everything and nothing, and we call it work.
And that was the last time I confessed my sins to a monk.
A monk?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Anyways,
Where was
last-
this monk at?
China. In Abu Dhabi.
Interesting.
all different places.
then,
Yeah.
then I peed on a stick.
Welcome back. We
We did
actually
pee on a stick.
we did our Vivo test, and we're going to reveal our results. I'll go ahead and
Yeah.
share mine first. I scored a 9 out of 10. Great.
I am die.
I scored moderate on magnesium, calcium, and pH, but I scored great on ketone, water, sodium, oxidative stress, vitamin C, and protein. All were great. All scored 10.
What was their advice for you?
The worst was magnesium. It showed you advice?
Yeah.
Where?
Let's see.
Oh, I haven't pressed my advice. Advice complete. Don't forget to follow your advice. I didn't get to see the advice. Oh, here we go. Anyway, an all-in-one supplement, I guess.
That's what it tells you to do?
Calcium.
Okay, mine is an 8.9 out of 10, so I'm slightly below Shay. But close. My scores, water was a 10 out of 10. My pH was a 6 out of 10. My ketone was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, my pH was off too.
Calcium was a 10 out of 10. Magnesium was a 5 out of 10.
Whoa.
Oxidative stress was a 10 out of 10. Is that good or is that bad?
I don't know. But 10 out of 10 is good.
Okay.
You want out
but
of
do you
10.
want the most stress or do you want...
No. That means you don't have.
Okay. Vitamin C, 10 out of 10. Sodium, 10 out of 10. Protein, 10 out of 10. Wait, how do I go back? Oh, advice. Here we go. Time to get magnesium. Need a magnesium supplement. So, that's what it's telling me.
Magnesium regulates your immune system functions.
This is neat, Shay. How much was this?
It was 21, 22.
This is pretty neat.
Yeah.
I might do this and just kind of take it regularly. Just see what.
Yeah, you're supposed to do it once a week.
There's like stuff in the bottom of mine.
It's the baggy, the whatever you call them, to keep them fresh.
So it's a
Sandbag.
gel deal.
Yep.
All right, Nick.
Here we go. The big reveal.
For the kid that drinks a ton of water, let's see this.
I got a 5.6. It says I'm going to die. No,
Nick is
it
incredibly
says,
well hydrated and has no nutritional supplement value in his body.
No, actually, it says hydration. I'm 2 out of 10
Oh my
on water.
gosh, Nick.
It's probably because this was the first thing I had since I've went on the Derby.
Well,
and I
yeah, I'm
haven't-
gonna say last night he worked the.
I did work the
You did
Derby last
Derby
night with the
in
fire
your-
department.
in
I was in
your-
my gear
Yeah.
for all of
Still
it.
2 out of 10 is...
Yeah.
And how much water did you drink last night?
Not a lot. Actually,
I saw
probably
him
2
chugging
bottles.
at least 2 bottles.
Yeah,
I was going to
chugged
say,
2
I saw
bottles.
him chugging
But 2 bottles still after all that sweating.
Yeah, it was hot last night. So, pH is 5 out of 10, which says acid. I hit the back button. Get out of here. Hold on. Ketone is 8 out of 10. Calcium is 5 out of 10. Magnesium is 3 out of 10. My stress is 10 out of 10, so that's good.
Well, that's good, buddy.
Yeah. And then sodium.
Glad you're not stressed out about the fact that you're dying.
These are the ones
No
that
kidding.
These are the ones that are that matter.
Did not make that.
My vitamin C is 10 out of 10. That's because I had that banana on the way here.
It's true.
That's the only reason that's keep me alive. Sodium is 10 out of 10, and protein, shocker, 10 out of 10.
He's got a ton of salt, a ton of protein, and no water, no other nutritional value.
So,
What's our advice for you, Nick? Try and survive to tomorrow.
find a good will. Oh, what? No. I should
Make sure you have a will.
Dude, this says
in
I should
place.
take a performance enhancer.
That's the advertising, but
Hey,
Oh.
you were telling us somebody else told you should do that too.
How do I get to the advice? No advice to show. I'm perfect.
I don't think you are.
So you go to whatever your thing is. So calcium.
If you get a 56% on your test, Nick. Oh, no. If you go back to the home screen at the bottom, it'll give you broad advice.
Oh.
Go back to this screen and then click at the bottom. One of the tabs is advice. Click that. They have a handy dandy app. If we Vivu would like to sponsor us, so we will take P-test every week.
That's true, and we'll see how our life improves.
Yeah,
Or
how
not.
Nick degrades
Oh, there we
quickly
are.
over time.
Interesting.
We could also play games with it, and we could see like how many beers we could drink, and then see what the test would look like.
I bet the hydration would be good. Anyway,
What was their advice to you, Nick?
a lot. We don't have enough time to read all that.
It just says send help. Call 911. Great, I'll call myself.
Done.
You don't know what to do, apparently.
Oh,
Mouth to mouth.
before we get into anything else, speaking of the Derby last night.
Yeah.
So there was Demolition Derby at the fair that I stayed in the fair office with my wife.
Thanks for joining us.
Nick was working it, and Griff was in attendance.
Yeah, I was watching with my son.
So you were watching it.
Yep.
And you had some ladies sitting behind you.
Some ladies behind me, the regular,
The regular crowd
we're
you
at
see.
a demo derby. It's a little white trashy, but they're not bad. They were attractive for white trash demo derby.
That's fair.
So that's really that's all you can ask for.
That's
That's it.
yeah. I mean,
They were smoking, but they had all their teeth as far as I could tell.
if you can't see on camera, Nick's shirt is a pink shirt, but it's a screenshot of Michael Scott says, "I'm running away from my responsibilities, and it feels good." That's beautiful.
Okay, so while we're there, Nick, you're gonna have some editing to do on this part, buddy.
Okay.
So I sent all of this in a text message, but Nick just ignores me and does not care about my opinion or feelings. So
read 'em,
checkers
and
at
I
midnight.
Shay was reading and responding. You had time for midnight checkers. You got time to respond to my text message.
It's fair.
Anyways, these two ladies point to the end, and they're talking about the firefighter, which is Nick, down at the end.
Oh, they're actually talking about me?
And they refer to Nick as, and I quote, "f***able as hell."
I didn't read any of this.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yes.
Because then when he said that, I text, "Okay, what's their combination weight, and do they have all their teeth?"
Combination weight was probably about 280. It had their teeth. So like a 140 a person?
Okay, that's not bad.
No.
Quick math.
Yeah.
No, like I said, one was smoking, but like not like
You
the
like
whole
that.
time, just smoked it occasionally. Yeah, he'll tolerate it.
Chain smoker's not that bad.
ripping darts.
Yeah. Ripping darts and breaking hearts.
So yeah, Nick, you can put that down on your resume for things that people have said about you.
Did you tell them I was married?
I said nothing to them,
You
Nick.
should have started talking. That's my friend.
Yeah. You should tell them
Dude.
about the podcast.
Dude,
we just missed.
you have so many missed shots there.
Should have told them about the podcast.
Yeah, if you think you want to have them, you should listen to them. You could see them weekly on the podcast. You should have said that.
I don't know how to respond to him.
But anyways,
I don't know.
can we
how to
just move
respond
on?
to-
Anyways,
I was just going to say that you could have said, "Yeah, that's my friend," and then you could have. led
no,
up to
I was
that.
sitting there with my 4-year-old son. I did not want them to consistently
He had
repeat.
earmuffs on.
I did not want them to consistently repeat beep beep was hell. Okay?
I did. So I've actually had a few encounters. I've told Alex about this.
Hold up.
So
Here we go.
We were working a car crash one time, and we're on.
Great place to pick up chicks.
Apparently,
Beach was
can't get away.
Beach was going to bars to pick up chicks. You got to hit up car
Yeah.
crashes with head trauma.
he was out there and didn't get any. I was the.
I hope not.
No.
Where'd you two meet? Car crash.
Yeah. Well, no. So I was working traffic control, and this one lady literally gave me her number.
Really?
So ironically, as we're working a traffic stop, literally gives me her number, and then no, and then
We could call her on air 5:30 in the morning.
Over 40, under 40.
She was a young girl.
Oh, okay.
Probably college. I'm
Okay.
guessing.
Oh,
Nice.
School, I
look
don't
at
know.
Nikki over here.
Nice.
I was married.
Oh, well done.
I still am married.
Not after. Good thing Bree doesn't listen to this podcast
Yeah.
because not anymore. But yeah.
But then, what was the other one? We used to have a 911 caller, and this old lady, it was for a lift assist, and she had daughters, and they would literally, I would happen to come in a cutoff because I'd be working out, And
Nick would be like, "Oh, I know that address. Hold on, I gotta go home and change, and I'll be at the call."
I would literally, they would like,
Don't die, Grandma.
they would take pictures of me apparently and post it to Snapchat. But what they didn't know is my cousin, you may have had beep beep. She actually had.
Nick just name drops on this podcast like it's nothing.
We'll bleep it out.
Yeah.
I'm the bleeper guy.
He does a terrible job of doing that.
What's the last name?
The girls.
No, you're.
Beep.
Oh yeah, I didn't have it. No.
Okay.
Your cousin does not have to have the same last name as you. I just
Well,
like
Yeah,
to
don't
point
look
that
at
out.
me stupid.
Yeah, your cousin does not have to have the same last name.
Well,
That's not a requirement.
well, anyways, they would post on the
Most of my cousins
Snapchat
don't have
and
the same last name.
and she would send me what they were posting, and it was like, look at this guy, like cute and like all this, and like one drew a heart around me.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
messed up. So
You should have approached him about it. Hey, are you Snapchatting me again?
yeah, it was weird.
You should have done that. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, nice to know you got options, buddy.
We'll have to do a feature Nick of firefighting stories.
Meanwhile, Veach just shows up in a cutoff, and they're like, "God, look at Chewbacca."
If
I'm
for
so sorry, Alex. I'm so sorry. Please continue to listen.
for money, I will do a calendar. So if you're interested, I'm trying to pay off my house.
All right.
We'll all do a poster. We'll all do a calendar together.
You can speak for yourself.
I don't think many people want to see this.
Nope.
Shay would be doing basketball. Griff could be with his cows, and I'll do firefighter.
Just out shirtless
I
working
like
the cows.
Yeah, come here,
like
little
it.
cattle. Anyways,
There we go.
You're gonna have to get my good side, and you're gonna have to give me 6 to 8 months to find a good side.
Yeah. I need that time frame. We'll do it together.
Well, we do have 6 months. Technically, the calendar is not going to work until next year.
Well, if I go with you to work out in your Gillespie workout, at least we can outnumber your crazy woman.
that is true.
Can we give a little background on your crazy
please.
woman?
We need
Okay,
this.
so started going to a new gym because it was closer to my house. At this gym, there is a lady that shows up. The only other person that shows up in the morning with me.
So it's literally
into-
just you two, though. Seriously,
Us two. Occasionally other people, but always us two.
Well, you're a lesbian couple.
Yeah, sometimes. Not. Don't say my lesbian couple. Anyways. This lady, there's like the exercise part of the gym, and then there's actually like a basketball court part of the gym. She goes into the basketball court part of the gym at 5:30 in the morning, stands like with her nose like 6 inches away from the wall for like half an hour, and just stares at the wall in the dark. So like sometimes I'll just walk in there to go through the gym part to get to a piece of exercise equipment, and just like turn the corner. I'm like, Jesus! Like she's just standing there in the dark staring at it. She has
Does this gym have like music in the background, by the way, or is
in
it
the
just
other
completely
side of it, not
silence?
that side.
Okay.
That side is just silence.
Okay.
You can still kind of hear the music.
Yeah, but it's not. Okay, sorry.
No.
I just wanted to
and
clarify.
so she's just standing there, and then she will just walk up and down the basketball court, sometimes forward, sometimes backwards, at zigzag angles and all this other crap. And so like,
And how old do you think this lady is?
late 70s.
Late 70s. Okay.
Yeah, terrifying, kind of borderline terrifying looking.
Have you talked to her at all?
No.
Okay.
Have not talked to her, but we've kind of been like passive aggressively.
Can I just that
We've been
picture?
passive aggressively going after each other a little bit.
The picture that he sent of her just staring in the dark spot, just staring at the wall,
That was
is freaking
creepy.
hilarious.
Uh-huh.
It was creepy.
Yeah, and that's what she does. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm trying to like, so I'll go through some of the passive aggressive things, and you can remind me of some of them too. Like we've done things even as far as I was on an elliptical. This was yesterday. I was on an elliptical. I was like halfway through where I wanted to go. Paused it, so it was still running. Had my cup in the cup holder, my workout logbook next to it. There are 4 more ellipticals down the way. This lady goes over in the time that I went in to go pee. Goes over, resets the elliptical, gets on that elliptical, and starts. And I was like,
And how many other ellipticals are in there?
4 more next to it.
She's
There were a
targeting
total
you.
of 5 ellipticals.
She's targeting you.
And then I'm doing farmer's carries, and I'm carrying like 300 pounds on a trap dead bar, or a trap deadlift bar, walking up and down the floor of the gym. Well, she's doing this backwards walking thing, and she doesn't walk in a straight line. She just goes wherever her body takes her walking across this thing. So
called
multiple
natural
times,
walking.
I'm holding this weight, and I have to stop and back up because she is just reversing towards me with
Oh, dude, I
no
would've-
idea of where I am.
I would have laid into her so hard
And
in
then
a
yesterday,
non-good way.
after she stole my elliptical, I was doing bench press with chains in the other side of the gym. She was in the basketball court staring at the wall. And she comes over and she goes, those chains are too loud. Can you stop? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure. So then I just took the chains off the bench press and put them on the farmer's carry and just drugged them past her the entire day.
What does her voice sound like?
Oh, it's very quiet.
Like a
But not-
serial
she's probably-
killer? Or
She's probably intimidated by Griff and scared of her life every time she comes to deliver.
It has a little bit of a warble to it. But
dude, you should tell her to listen to this podcast.
what are some what are some of the other things that I've told you she's done? She straight up steals
She steals
equipment
your
from me all the
equipment.
time.
Yeah, you told me about that.
I'll have my stuff on it, and she'll just go over and take it and put like the lowest weight on it, and then just slowly do 100 reps.
She
Makes
shut
me
the
so
lights
mad.
off on you one time.
Yes, she had shut the lights off on me. I was over in one part of it, and the thing is that the light switch is in the middle of the room, so she had to walk in the door, walk past me, go over, shut off the lights, and walk back out. And I was like, "What are you doing?"
One of these times, you need to just say, "What is your deal? Like, why do we have to be this way?"
Dude, we should go together one morning and I'll just confront her.
He will. He 100% will.
Yeah.
Please, can you take him with you?
Dude, I'll stare
He's
at
up.
the wall next to her and be like, what are we doing?
That would be hilarious.
Can you please, dude? Can
I'll
he
tell
come in
her-
like a rando and act like you guys don't know each other?
Yeah.
And Nick just starts.
Yeah, I would just act like
Just
I won't
start,
know you.
No, just start only lifting with the chains.
Yeah, I'll be like, I'm going to tell
Everything.
her it's my first time there. Can you give me some advice? Be like, what are you doing?
Nick's putting the chains on dumbbells.
Putting a chain around my neck. Normally, this is never mind.
Oh my gosh,
Please, can we do? Nick, you need to do this.
Nick, you can come.
and Griff, you have to
I know I can
record
do
it.
that.
You have to record this happening.
All right.
Can you wear a mic too?
Do we have that technology?
We're gonna have to get one.
We'll just carry this.
Carry that camera.
I'm making a home documentary of how to get fit. Lady, will you show me?
All right. What do we have next?
Oh my gosh, love that. We'll get into our competition.
Oh, yes.
It's me and Griff again. I am up 1-0.
I need the board.
I need something to write scores on.
Grab the board behind Griff there. I have like 5 boards I brought.
What is this? Gen A.
Jenny. We reverse our results, and Joker won because of Alex being mean to Nick.
Yeah. Little turd.
All right. What's our competition category today, Nick?
It is. So I went off of what I said last time.
Oh gosh,
And-
what caused their death?
What caused these famous people to die?
All right.
So,
I don't like this.
Subdermal hematoma.
Is it that specific?
no.
Okay, because I'll put COVID for all answers.
He's on to something. That worked for like a 3-year period of time.
It would.
Hey,
It would.
Hey, it got some people. Alrighty. Let me pull up my notes.
So what disease killed?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. It's just basically what killed this person.
What disease? The disease of a car striking them.
A bullet themselves.
Didn't know this, but apparently that it really happens quickly. That disease takes you quickly.
Okay.
I've seen that disease happen suddenly to people who didn't know they had it.
Fell off the top of a building, landed on a bullet. It was crazy. That's how you die in communist China.
Alrighty.
Russia.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Ready as
Ready.
I'll ever be.
We're
It ain't
s-
gonna be good.
This is gonna be ugly.
We're gonna
It's gonna
start.
be very ugly.
These are all dark because they died.
Well, yes.
What?
Spoiler alert.
The,
Rodney King.
who?
Rodney King.
Do you know who Rodney King is?
The dude that got beat up by the cops. Famous. He didn't die that way.
Never mind.
I still don't even know.
I thought he did.
All right.
My last hint I gave.
All right. COVID.
Cancer.
No. He drowned.
Did he not say what disease killed these people? He
No,
didn't.
I said what
no,
ways.
he just said how did they die?
Yeah.
Oh, how did they
Yeah.
die? Oh, okay. That is a new
I
element.
was definitely gonna say he was shot because I remember there was like is Rodney King like riots, right?
Yeah, the beating of Rodney King.
Well,
He
yeah,
got-
I thought he died then. He
No.
didn't even die. They rioted. He didn't
I
even die.
actually, no, I actually thought that's how he died too, but it was not.
Oh, all right. Well, Shows how much we know about history.
Yeah, I don't even know who he is, so hey, I'm the history teacher here.
There was the riots of, like, in L.A. in, like, the early 90s, right?
Yeah,
The Rodney
he basically
King.
got pulled over, and then I don't remember the whole story because
But he got beat up by the cops, and then people, like, rioted and burned down half of L.A.
yeah,
Oh.
It was rough.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
YouTube it.
Thank you.
Um,
I'll have to learn research this.
He was recording the whole time. He was not. They didn't have phones or cameras.
They did.
Paul Walker.
All right. You ready?
Hold on.
No,
Good gosh. What is he doing?
he's being sarcastic.
He's got to be. Car crash.
Suddenly stopping. Also car crash.
Both get a point.
Yay! Car crash.
It's not the speed that kills you, it's the suddenly stopping that gets you.
Some of these you guys will get.
Well, yeah, we already got
I
one.
was gonna say- some of these you're going to get. I actually like this.
He waits until after we get one and he goes, some of these you guys are going to get.
Michael Jackson.
Oh. I don't remember what. Michael Jackson. This is a neat category, though, Nick. I'll
Thank
give
you.
you that.
Yeah, I am so far impressed that none of Nick's categories have had anything to do with porn.
That's next week.
I will
Spoiler.
Not, if we do that, I will not play. You can just have the W. That's fine.
Nick.
No.
Nick.
Yeah.
I'll give you $3.
Sold.
Get out of here.
You want me to leave?
Cancer.
OD is correct.
OD'd.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
He OD'd, but it was like a prescription thing because there was a big thing with the trial and his doctor and all this other stuff.
Yeah. I remember exactly what it was.
They
It was
don't.
something
They don't
like
know if like the doctor. He self-prescribed it, so he basically he killed himself essentially, but
Okay.
he overdosed on a drug that he had been prescribed.
I'll tell you what. This category is very informative. I like
Yeah.
this.
I'm just gonna go ahead on this next one and go ahead and write you both the point because Kobe. If any of you guys get this wrong, you're off the podcast.
I thought he was going to say JFK. I'm be honest.
Nick doesn't know how JFK died.
No,
It was a
he does
conspiracy.
because it was planned. Remember?
It was planned.
It was.
Was planned. I will never forget that. Nick goes. The assassination of JFK was planned. No, it just happened spur of the moment.
I
was
mean,
planned.
according to Zach, though, it was an accident.
So,
Helicopter crash.
yes, you are both correct.
Yay.
It wasn't a helicopter that killed him. It was suddenly stopping in the side of a mountain. That'll get you.
You ready for the next one? JFK. It really was.
Gosh dang it, Nick.
Bonus points if anyone right. It was planned.
Not above taking bonus points.
Gunshot.
Gunshot wound.
Yes.
Planned.
Planned. Both get a point.
What is a bonus?
All right. Roberto Clemente. Famous baseball player for the
Yeah.
Pirates. Hall of Famer.
Gosh dang it. I don't. All right. We'll take a shot in the dark.
If any of these people are still on this list that are alive, tell us.
What?
Yep.
Drug overdose.
Car crash.
Plane crash.
Oh! Should just left crash.
No. Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
All right. John McCain.
What question are we on?
This is question 7.
Okay, so I still got time.
John McCain.
Cancer.
Cancer.
Correct.
Brain cancer, wasn't it?
I think so.
That is correct. It was brain cancer. Look at this. Just so you know.
I am so proud of you. I'm behind by 1, by the way, for the people back home. I'm down 1.
But Shay is still proud of Nick.
I am.
Thank you. Wilt Chamberlain. Question number 8.
Oh, boy.
The big Wilt Chamberlain.
I don't remember this one.
Well, it's probably not good.
Probably not good. Correct. All right. AIDS.
Heart attack.
Dang it.
Heart attack.
I was just going
Oh,
off
shoot.
of how much he...
You just gave Shay points.
Woo! That way, Nick.
He was just telling me.
He gave him points just for guessing AIDS.
He buttered me up.
You know the way to Nick's heart, like
Yeah.
AIDS.
That's dark. Speaking of AIDS,
So I got to get these both correct, and Griff's got to miss them both for go over in time. Okay.
Yep, I have 15 of these.
Okay.
Elvis Presley.
Gosh dang it! I really don't know how people die.
You need to start Googling that when you're just bored at home.
Yeah, that's what I need
How
to do.
did people die?
Okay. You got it? Heart attack on the toilet.
Yeah.
That's actually where most people have their heart attacks.
Yeah.
Bonus point because I put on toilet.
No.
Nick, you're the judge.
No points for toilet.
Gosh dang it, Nick. I take back everything I said about you.
Positive or negative. That's actually.
Speaking of positives
I would
and
actually,
negative,
I would actually take that because if somebody be like, I take back everything I've ever said about you, like if they take the negatives too, I'm fine with it.
Mac Miller.
Oh,
Don't know who that is.
rapper.
Well, I know what my answer is. It's gonna be bad.
Overdose.
That is both correct.
I have no idea who it is, but as soon as you said rapper,
Yeah.
I had two choices:
Dang it.
it was a
Griffin
gunshot wound and an overdose.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Griff won. Do you want the last five?
Yeah, we'll do the
Yeah,
last five.
let's
But
do it.
yeah,
I like
so
this.
now it's time tied 1-1.
Tied 1-1.
Yep.
Sweet. And the wager is we have to buy a coyote call so we can go coyote hunting.
Oh, I thought we picked dinner.
No, remember we went back and said we're
Oh,
doing
yeah,
coyote
yeah.
call so we
Yep.
can go coyote hunting
Yep.
together.
The loser still has to take me to dinner, though.
No.
No, we're still taking Nick coyote hunting.
Yes.
He turns that into dinner.
We
That's his
are.
own choice.
Robin Williams.
Oh. Do we have to be... I didn't know if we need to be specific or not. I just have suicide.
Correct. Yep.
Didn't mean to be dark, but...
Did it
Still
say
do points.
what did he die of? I don't know how he died for suicide.
Didn't he overdose?
I thought so. I wrote OD initially.
I don't remember exactly. It just said suicide.
All right.
Question number 12. Jerry Springer. My idol.
Oh, Jerry. Your idol? Do you watch a lot of Jerry?
I love Jerry.
I knew some people that were on Jerry.
Really?
When I wasn't going to college, we literally stopped class because their episode that their classmates were on was going live. So
Wait.
the teacher was like,
They were on, like they were in the audience,
no, they're friends.
or they were on.
No. They were
The
like,
people.
they were the people that were on Jerry, and it was their like friends from high school, and they convinced the professor to stop it so we can watch the episode of Jerry Springer. Yeah.
fun.
Bree has a classmate that was on Jerry Springer. We watched that episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Was the conflict actually real, or were they just doing it for
Oh, no,
show?
it was real.
Really?
Yeah.
I know some people just could do it just for ever. Oh, Jerry. Sorry.
You
Okay.
see what I'm working with here?
Heart attack.
Cancer.
Dang it. I don't know my celebrity deaths.
Thank God Zach's not here. Zach's probably
Oh, Zach would have had them all.
he's sitting here just clicking at 12 out of 12.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee.
Oh.
His was actually really interesting. I did not expect this from him.
Really?
Mhm.
COVID. Heart attack.
Shay writes, you both write, I feel like the most obvious one. No, he actually died of a heat stroke.
Really?
Yep.
What happened? What's the details of that? You said it was interesting.
He was in a lot of heat.
Yeah, he didn't research the story. He just found it interesting that he died that way.
Yeah. I figured that guy drinks a lot of water.
A lot more than Nick, apparently.
Yeah.
He can get a 2 out of 10 on his water test.
You may have to check. I might get home safe. Larry King.
He will check that you're making it home safe. He's driving you.
Push him out the window. Nick, quit playing. Get out.
Yeah.
Larry King. I don't know.
You
Heart attack.
No, COVID. You guys have both been guessing that the whole time.
Eventually it'll be right.
Yeah.
It's not you.
All right, the last one,
We
question
said
15.
cardiac arrest gets a lot of people.
That's true. Chris Kyle,
Oh,
the American Sniper guy.
yeah. Are you good yet? He was murdered.
Yes, both correct.
What'd you
Murdered.
say?
He was shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. Well, Griff
Yep.
won that one.
Yep. 1-1.
1-1.
Sweet.
Thanks for the applause, guys. Thanks.
Nah.
Thanks.
We only applause for me.
We'll rate the next one.
Which one's the
No.
the applause?
That one.
That fits for you. Winnie.
There we go.
There you go.
I like how we have 4 buttons and we still don't know what they do.
We should label these.
Probably. We say that every time and we still have yet to do it.
Hey, Nick.
Yo.
Trevor,
Who?
$3 next time.
It's true.
Make the category about porn.
I helped you
Just let him drop out entirely.
when we did the competition.
That's true. He did save my life with a mole.
I
no,
did.
he did not help you with the competition. He tried to help you and you still lost.
Yeah, but it's a thump that counts.
Yeah.
Shay can't help them with failure.
I'll rig
That's
one
just
in your way.
Natural.
I'll rig one in your favor next time. We'll talk.
Yeah, I got a mole for him for free.
It's true. You got them all for me too.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm all about getting rid of the moles.
Okay, ready? What's the
And
next category?
By the way, I dropped everything to just come immediately.
He really did.
I know. That's why he was literally.
I was like, dude, I got a mole problem. She's like, say no more. He
yeah,
like
he's like already there. He's outside your house already.
he came around the
sensed
corner
it.
pretty fast.
Okay.
Took me
He
10
put
minutes.
the mole there.
What do we have for our category, Shay?
So we're going to do a bracket, and we are going to do a bracket of the top fictional football players. Top fictional football players.
Is this soccer football or football?
Soccer, football, Nick.
No, football, Nick.
Good.
We're not in
China.
any other country other than the United States. And we will put it up on our board. Nick, you will actually take a picture, and so we can post this of our board. We'll put it up there once Griff's done.
That will happen.
Okay.
Who's the tiebreaker for the bracket?
I think this is actually back to me this time. Isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yes, it is because all right.
Shay and I are just going to agree with everything.
Yeah,
No ties.
no ties.
Who's going first?
I'll go first. And the obvious is, I'm not going to do it to Griff. I'm not going to take his. I'll go with Shane Falco from the Replacements. You guys get your QB, Shane Falco.
QB1.
QB1.
I will choose. Can you read it over the top of the chair? Nope.
Probably not.
Nope. Bobby
Bobby Boucher.
Boucher.
Bobby.
Yeah. I didn't want to take that from you since you wore that jersey, and this is the time to shine since you bought it like 2 years ago.
This
and
is.
Haven't got to wear
It
it.
all
His
pays
looks like a
off.
nice jersey.
It is. For a $20 jersey, it's like actually
Oh my
like-
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Where
looks
did you
nice.
get that?
On Amazon. It's like
Seriously?
It's stitched. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm wearing this to fight night too. Speaking
You
of,
should.
we're gonna record our podcast at fight night. Makes sense.
I'm
Anyways,
telling
go
you.
ahead.
With Ben.
Who've been? Willie Beeman.
Yep.
Who?
Willie Beeman.
Any given Sunday.
Yep.
No, I've never seen it.
Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yep, got you now. Oh, is it back to me?
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Forrest Gump.
I didn't know Alex played football.
Forrest.
Played for Alabama. Roll Tide.
Paul Crew from The Longest Yard.
That's a good one. Paul Crew.
Billy Bob from Varsity Blues.
Is it? It's back to me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
okay,
we'll
we
go
forgive
with Earl Meggett. He was in the longest yard. It's Nelly. He's the running back.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Earl. Okay, I'm just gonna put Nelly.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, hold on. I can't put that.
You can put Nelly.
I need to get him in another line still. I gotta fill the top parts of the bracket.
Yeah,
Come
that'd
back
probably be a good
around.
idea.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie.
Nope.
There's a movie with Robin Williams in it called The Best of Times.
Oh,
It's
Okay.
got Kurt Russell in it. Mm-hmm. Reno Hightower is the quarterback in that
Just took my pick.
one. You didn't know what that movie was. You were going to say that?
Nick is also just Googling fictional football
See,
players.
I have a
right now.
list.
sure I already
I have
had
a
it.
list to
I
make
already
like
had
a
it Googled.
reference.
Oh, I do. I have my
Okay.
list
I
here.
already had it Googled. I didn't have to Google it now. I was prepared.
Yeah.
Go on.
Jonathan Moxey. Or Moxon.
Where's that from?
Varsity Blues. I actually did watch Varsity
Okay.
Blues. The comedy remake of it, or like the scary movie remake, is freaking hilarious. With Billy Bob, he gets a concussion, and he's like,
Well, yeah, he gets.
he's like bleeding from both ears,
he
and
gets
he
like-
puts his helmet on backwards. He's like, "Go out there!"
I see that, and they had the
Not another teen movie.
Yeah,
That's
not another
what- yeah.
teen movie, and they had the guy's name was Asil Tari. It was ACL tear.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Uncle Rico.
What's that?
Oh, that's hilarious.
What's that?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Never
I'm throwing
seen it.
football across the... You...
Never seen it. What?
I need that. You've
No, you
never
do.
seen Napoleon Dynamite?
No.
Uncle Rico, he talks about I could throw a football over that mountain, and he does like his own videotape.
Kristen,
It's,
Kristen, please help your husband.
Yeah, help
what is
him.
wrong with him?
Is it your turn?
I just said Uncle Rico.
Oh, you said that one. I thought he did. Okay.
No, that was me
Rod Tidwell.
from Jerry Maguire.
I know Mark McGuire.
You know Mark Maguire.
My turn or your turn?
Your turn.
Brian Smash Williams from Friday Night
Friday
Lights.
Night Lights, yeah.
Buddy from Airbud. He played football. And he was really good. He took some kid's spot.
He took some kid's spot. Imagine that poor kid.
You sit on a bench.
I didn't make varsity. Why didn't you make varsity? A dog took my spot.
That's what I'm saying. He scored tutties.
Tim Riggins.
Great wide receiver. Try guard a dog. Try guard Emma. She
I will
crushed
shut Emma down.
it. No, she won't.
Yeah, he will.
You want food?
Tim
Von-
Riggins from Friday Night Lights.
Vontae Mack.
From
Draft Day.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we're Googling the same list.
I'm the only one.
You got the last one?
I got the last one. We'll go with Rudy.
Oh, that's
Rudy
good.
Gobert.
Nope.
Yes. Rudy Gobert on a football field would be hilarious. He lost all of one
Oh
possession.
my gosh. That'd be rough.
Okay. First round. We have Shane Falco versus I think it's Jonathan Moxon from Varsity Blues. Nick's the vote.
You start.
Because I'm the tiebreaker.
Jonathan.
Shane Falco.
Falco.
Yeah. I feel like we should have picked more people from the replacements.
Yeah. The wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him.
I don't disagree with you there. Forrest Gump versus Uncle Rico.
Oh, Uncle Rico.
Ooh, that's tough. I'm going Forrest.
Forrest was an All-American.
You picked Alex over Uncle Rico?
Forrest Gump was an All-American.
I feel like Alex is Uncle
Forrest
Rico.
Gump went to the White House, drank too many Dr. Pepper, and had to pee.
How does that make you feel to be all American? I got paid.
I got paid. Willie Beeman versus Air Bud.
Oh, this is hard. I love dogs, but I love Willie. Willie.
Airbud.
Willie.
I should have picked Airbud.
We should have done that to him.
Yep.
He's mad.
Billy Bob Thornton. Or not Billy Bob Thornton.
That one.
Billy Bob from Varsity Blues and Tim Riggins.
Billy Bob.
I'll let you decide, Tim.
What are you doing?
Billy Bob. That boy was playing with some concussions.
Yeah, we're supposed to be together like glue.
I'm sorry. But you guys, it's all right. He did.
Paul
That's
Crew
true.
versus Rod Tidwell.
Paul Crew.
Paul Crew.
Oh. Wait, hold on.
Paul Crew.
I'm going Tidwell, but can I please change Reno Hightower?
Who?
It was my pick before we have not gotten to him yet. Can I change Reno Hightower?
It depends on who you want to change it to.
You'll appreciate it.
Okay.
It will not be a negative.
ACL tear.
Reno's out. Who's in?
Hold on. You'll see whenever we get to that one.
Okay.
I don't like green nose anyways.
Okay, the next one is Nelly versus Brian Smash Williams.
Nelly.
Nelly.
Okay, the Water Boy versus Rudy.
Water boy.
Yeah. Bobby.
I'm fine with not being a part
We
of
gotta
this.
work on our no word. Hey,
Yeah.
three-way.
You
can't block the three-way.
Sorry. I'm getting selfish.
Okay. We have Nigel the Leg from The Replacements.
Yes.
I don't
Versus
know who that
Bonte
is.
Mack.
Yes.
We'll go Nigel.
Yes, Nigel.
They have in the movie, he walks up, he was a Welsh soccer player, and they brought him over to be their kicker for this football team. And they're like, our best offensive weapon is wiry, whatever the hell that means. And he goes, it's wiry. He says it like that. Whatever.
Get out there, kid.
We definitely need to make a list of movies that each of, like he needs to watch Forrest Gump, And he needs to watch Replacements.
Yeah, the Replacements is good. You like
It
it.
is. You would enjoy it. You
Shane-
enjoy Forrest.
Shane Falco versus Forrest Gump.
Ooh.
I'm going to take Alex, which is Forrest Gump.
Yep. I'm going Forrest.
No. Forrest was an All-American. Shane Falco won a Heisman at Ohio State and then played professional football.
That's because Forrest fought for his country. He probably could have went pro.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a rule where we ban all Forrest Gump references on contests because this is
Beep,
the
beep.
second time.
Now that I know he's Alex, that will forever be the same.
Willie Beeman
They also
versus
made
Billy
a sign
Bob.
that said "Run, Forrest, run," and then they had to put it because he would run
An arrow. Yeah.
He'd run through the touchdown, and he just plow through the band members. So they also, when they say "Run, Forrest, run," then all the band members had to stop when he
They
got into the
signed-
end zone.
He would totally win a Heisman. Who's stopping that?
He did not win a Heisman. He was a kick returner. Kick returners don't win Heismans. Anyways, Willie Beeman versus Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Willie Beeman was playing in the NFL, but whatever. Billy Bob
Get him
couldn't.
so frustrated.
Billy Bob couldn't survive high school football.
Billy Bob has CTE for like 55 times.
Exactly.
We should have put Airbud to win it all.
We should have. We
Crew,
should have.
Crew versus Nelly. No, I would have quit.
Can we redo this? Oh, it ended on accident. We have to redo it all.
Paul Crew versus Nelly.
Paul Crew versus Nelly.
That one's a hard one.
That is. That is tough.
I'm gonna go Nelly. It's getting hot in here.
I mean, he was pretty elite, but I'm going Paul Crew.
I'm going Nelly.
He was the glue. Yes. Oh, he even did it. Griff did it.
That's a weird feeling. I don't like that.
That was the hand I
The
peed on that
water
stick
boy
with.
versus the leg.
Waterboy versus. Oh, gosh, dang it.
I'm gonna go water boy because I need more water.
I want Waterboy. Give me Bobby. How do you get so many sacks? You know, the quarterback gets go.
Yeah, quarterback gets the ball. He snaps the ball.
So I go tackle him. That reminds me, kids. Don't do drugs.
Why are alligators so angry? Because they don't got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
I've never seen water boy.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
No, seriously.
I've never seen water boy.
Oh my god.
You really would like. Oh my gosh.
You have
Nick.
to see Waterboy.
I gotta
Okay.
make a list now. I'm gonna start.
Forrest Gump versus Billy Bob.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest
Forrest.
Gump. Replacements.
Nelly versus Waterboy.
I'll go water boy.
No. Yeah, Waterboy.
Waterboy. Okay,
Nelly
in our
unanimous.
final of mentally challenged fictional football players, we have the Waterboy and Forrest Gump. That's what it's come down to.
Water boy.
Waterboy.
Waterboy.
I didn't even realize I did that.
Yep. We take a lot of joy in watching mentally handicapped people hit other people. That's essentially where we landed today.
That's fight night.
There.
That is fight night.
Oh my gosh.
Got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
Oh my goodness. I didn't realize we did that.
Oh,
They're
I
the real
realized
heroes.
it as we were going. That's why I intentionally put them on other sides of the thing. I wanted that to be,
You knew
if they're
what-
going to meet, it's going to be in the finals. Although my finals would have been Shane Falco and Waterboy.
That's fair.
Shane Falco, I think,
Yeah.
is the best. Okay. What do we got, Shay?
We're gonna do a fun fact off.
Okay.
I'll go last.
Get your phone out. And he's gonna Google fun facts.
Wait, you want me to start?
I can start. I don't mind. The world's oldest dog lived to be how old, you think?
35.
25.
29 and a half years old. While the median dog age tends to be about 10 to 15 years, one Australian dog named Bluey survived to the ripe old age of 29 and a half.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I also appreciate it was named Bluey.
Yeah. So,
Fun.
you guys ever watch the show Everybody Loves Raymond?
Yeah.
I actually have watched that.
Okay, so you know his
Proud of
dad?
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the dad.
The dad. Guess who the dad's best man was at his real life wedding?
Elvis.
I guess Elvis.
John Lennon.
Why could you not? I was actually not that far off with my guess.
No, it was a good guess.
Did you guys know
Here we go.
that snakes?
Yes, that aren't in Iceland.
What?
There's no snakes in Iceland.
What's that have to do with anything?
I just feel like that's where you're going
No.
with your fun fact.
Snakes can predict earthquakes. Yeah.
Yeah, their entire body is laying along the ground. If anyone is going to sense an earthquake, it's not us who have 2 feet on the ground. If we laid on the ground all the time, we'd probably be able to sense earthquakes a little bit better.
Also, astronauts grow taller in space.
Yeah, because their spine decompresses because the gravity.
Is that why Nick's trying out for NASA?
Did you know that there's a 50% chance
He's
that
just over here firing
that
from the hip.
there's a
hoping one
50%
lands.
chance that 2 people will share a birthday in a group of 23 people?
Yes.
Don't be mad at me. It's science.
30 days.
I'm not mad.
Wait, share an exact birthday?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I could definitely find a lot of rooms with 23 people before I find a birthday that somebody has a birthday with mine.
I know. I want to.
Next time you're in a soup kitchen.
Go ahead. Challenge that one. Deaf people are known to use sign language in their sleep.
No, I thought you were just going to end it with deaf people. No, use sign
Just
language.
deaf people.
Fun
They use
fact.
sign language. Did you know that?
Do you know blind people can't see?
Dennis Rodman has 28 siblings
What?
on his dad's side.
Give that
So
man
his
some
dad
birth
gets
control.
around. Yeah.
28 siblings?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Holy shnikes.
Do you know we spend a year on the toilet in our lifetime?
I don't doubt that. I think
Griff
for a guy,
spends
it's
2
probably
years.
more than that. Yeah. For a guy, I'm betting it's more than that.
Griff's got 2 years on
Just
that.
at the gym. Gym's toilet.
I know when Griff is either planting or doing something in his tractor or he's going to the bathroom because we get our phones blown up with Instagram reels. Not even TikToks, Instagram reels. That me and Nick have probably seen 2 weeks ago because he's watching Instagram reels instead of TikTok.
Probably.
How many I got to ask you, how many of Instagram do you actually watch of his that he sends?
I watch a handful, but it's
He
like
doesn't read any of my messages, so I don't have a high
that
hope
was
for this.
one time. I was busy. I didn't get home till like 11:30.
Busy. Buddy, you said you were standing there and it was boring.
Yeah, but you can't be on your phone during it
Oh.
because I've got to watch for cars coming at me. Did you not? Well, Griff probably saw the few times where I had to run back up.
You ran.
I didn't
Yeah,
see him- I didn't see him move at all. He moved like 4 foot, put a hand on a stretcher, and called it a day. I was there.
The girls were giving you updates on what he was doing.
Yeah.
No, literally, there's
Nick
cars.
was too busy over there trying to look.
There's cars coming right at me, and they can jump over the concrete, which one did.
One did jump over the concrete.
Oh, really?
But
Yeah.
not. It was like 30 feet away from Nick.
No,
he
no,
was
no.
standing by the fence over here. A car jumps over there.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. I have to be on the. You gotta keep your head on a swivel.
Here's the thing.
You were behind a power pole behind concrete barriers
I wasn't behind a power pole.
next to a fire truck.
There's a picture. and
There is a
video.
picture.
Yo, the picture's way. I'm talking about like straight at me. The power pole is way on the left.
Yep.
I don't know.
Nick was working hard. Just go through and read those messages. We already had this discussion without you.
That's true. We did. Our last category we're talking about today is what is some of the biggest what ifs in sports, which unfortunately for me, or I guess shouldn't unfortunately, but mine's mostly basketball just because I care about basketball more. I don't have the other sports as much, but the what ifs. For me, just because I'm a big Larry Bird fan, but for me it is Larry Bird. I mean, he injured his back when he was 30, so he was still prime.
I see a lot of resemblance now.
Well, not just injured his back and it shortened his career.
Yeah.
But whenever he was coming in, didn't he basically get selected the draft before he actually came out?
So Larry Bird got drafted his junior year of college, but played his senior year of college.
Yep.
Correct.
Why?
And if
Because
he hadn't done that, he would have been probably the first pick. He wouldn't have lasted till 4 for the Celtics?
Mm-hmm. Because back then you could draft guys before they finished college. So you could do like if they were
crazy.
junior. Yeah.
And the Celtics at that time were like
Awful.
No, they were still like 77, 76, 76. They were still competing to win a championship. It wasn't even their pick. Magic Johnson was not the pick of the Lakers. He was a pick they'd gotten in a trade.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I know the Celtics before, though, when the year before he got there, they were not good.
Yeah.
But anyway, he did it when he hurt his back. Do you know how he hurt his back? Mm-mm. Shoveling rock for his mom's driveway.
Yep.
Really?
When he was in the prime of his career.
Yep.
You'd appreciate this, Nick. Instead of paying somebody to do it for him, he did it himself because he didn't want to pay for somebody to do it.
He had a $2.5 million a year Converse deal on top of his salary.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of money back in that day.
In the 80s, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's even
a
a
lot
lot
of
of money
cocaine.
now still, but even back
Well, yes.
then, he
Yes.
literally did it himself, and he hurt his back to where he can't, and he retired while he was 35. And by the way, he was coming off the best numbers before he did that too.
Yeah.
I just goes to show you, don't help your grandma. Make her shovel the rock.
Nick learned a life lesson today.
Yeah.
Another what if? I'll actually do a football one to counteract from the
Perfect,
other.
good.
So, football one. Eli Manning was drafted by the Chargers, but immediately forced himself a trade to go to New York for Phillip Rivers
Yep.
in the 2004 draft.
Did you see the picture of him holding the Chargers jersey when they draft him? He's like, I don't like this.
Yeah, and he was
really?
immediately traded. He told San Diego beforehand he would not go there to play, and they drafted him anyways, and they turned around and traded him to New York because they got extra picks.
Oh,
And
so they just used him. Basically.
so it's not even just like what if Phillip Rivers was a Giant. I think Phillip Rivers is a better quarterback than Eli Manning is. I think that the Giants have a better run potentially, but I don't know if they still win Super Bowls. The other side of it, actually a bigger what if than that, is that the Chargers weren't even going to be in the market for a quarterback. You know who their quarterback was the year before? No. Drew Brees. So Drew Brees got hurt last game of the season, hurt his shoulder. The Chargers doctor told him that he would not be able to throw right ever again. So Drew Brees was then a free agent, big-time free agent. Nick Saban was bouncing back and forth between taking the Alabama job and going to Miami. And what he did is he decided to go to Miami because Miami told him, we're signing Drew Brees, you're going to have this quarterback. Nick Saban signs. Drew Brees doesn't sign with Miami, he signs with New Orleans. Nick Saban quits in the middle of that season and goes to Alabama and turns Alabama into a
What they are.
Dynasty.
Yeah.
yeah. So what if Drew Brees never hurts his shoulder in the last half of a meaningless football game? The Chargers aren't taking a quarterback. Drew Brees isn't a free agent. Nick Saban might not go to the NFL, which means he might not end up at Alabama. Like, there's just a lot of what ifs that surround that one.
I'm going to go basketball, and it was actually recently talked about on a podcast. The Chicago Bulls back in like the offseason of 2012, the LeBron, Chris Bosh, all that. It was actually, they said that Chicago was going to be their first pick going there because they had a young D Rose, they had Joakim Noah, stuff like that. The only thing that was holding that up was Luol Deng, because they had a spot for the 2 max contracts, and that was a spot. But the plan was Luol Deng was supposed to get traded to the Clippers, and for some reason the Bulls decided not to do that, and then they lost out on having Bosh, Wade, and LeBron.
Well, and they wanted to trade Luol Deng, but they wanted Luol Deng to go to the Clippers because the Clippers wanted that group wanted like Elton Brand. They didn't want Elton Brand. Elton Brand was already a Sixer by then, but they wanted somebody who was already on that team to come over.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But well, the thing was is that they didn't. The way it worked out is that they wouldn't have been able to bring Bosh, LeBron, and Wade in.
Oh yeah, because
They would only bring 2 out of the 3.
Yeah,
but
but
so
it
that
was-
group wouldn't have come together. Bosh would not have been a part of that.
yeah.
But Wade and they missed out on Wade and LeBron. Hey, they got Wade later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I kind of go back and forth between two. I mean, one was D Rose, obviously. That one is
Yeah.
because that. was
But
crazy.
predictable. He played exactly like Steve Francis did. He drove recklessly towards the rim, and Steve Francis had 2 good years and was done.
Well, my other one would be Lynn Bias.
Yep.
Do you
I don't know who that is.
So Lynn Bias was this drafted by the Celtics.
2 overall.
2
out of
overall.
Maryland.
And
6'10" forward, could shoot, handle everything, rebound.
he was
defend.
a absolute stud. And he was with the Celtics with Bird, would have been with Bird and all of them.
Yeah.
So basically what Celtics were wanting to do is they were wanting Bird to kind of mentor this guy and pass the torch to him to let Lynn keep going with it. But he died cocaine overdose.
He never
Jeez.
played a single game.
No.
Was
But-
drafted in like 2 weeks after the draft, died of a cocaine
And
overdose.
Holy crap.
they just came off a championship when he got drafted.
So yeah, they came off a championship and had the number 2 overall pick.
They were going to be
Sounds like the Okies or Oklahoma
that
City
set
Thunder.
and then that set like that's what's crazy to think about in the NBA is that like in the first 40 years of the NBA existing, the Celtics have like 13 championships and they have 1 in the last 40 years.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
Thank God for Doc Rivers.
so here's my what if. What if Shaq had stayed with the Lakers? Do you think that they would win another championship?
Does Kobe rub off on him enough to work hard?
Nope. Shaq didn't do that the whole rest of his career, anyways. Like, you gotta say Shaq plays kind of how he did the rest of his career.
I'm going no.
Yeah, I'm going to say no, too.
I think trading Shaq was a great choice. Mm-hmm. Breaking up that combination was not going to win again. Mm-mm. They were just surrounding them with aging players. That last team had like Gary Payton and Karl Malone, and people were like, oh, look at this superstar team. It's like, yeah, you have a 41-year-old Karl Malone.
And I think that, he won that championship not shortly after the Heat. I think that was mainly just motivation because he was hearing that he couldn't win a ring without Kobe. That just gave him that little extra motivation. But after
Wade
that,
won
he was
that
done.
Finals MVP.
Yeah, Wade
carried them in that finals.
Yeah.
And they had a good they got a good supporting cast.
Yep. White Chocolate Jay Wills. I love Jay Wills. That's his nickname.
I know, but of course you love Jason Williams. Mm-hmm.
Oh, mine would be, what if Peyton Manning never got hurt? So, obviously, Peyton Manning, during the 2012 offseason, had to have neck surgery, ended up missing the whole year. Worked out for the Colts because they got that first-round pick, and they ended up drafting Andrew Luck. But Peyton then went to the Denver Broncos and broke the record for most touchdown passes thrown in a season. Like, what if he didn't, not only the what if that he didn't lead the Colts, which are my favorite football team, but then where does Andrew Luck go? Because then there was talks that he'd go to the Dolphins, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because they would have the draft picks.
Well, if he hadn't been hurt, the Colts wouldn't have had the number 1 pick.
That's true.
So it would have been who had the number 2 overall pick that year.
I don't know. I'll Google it.
Yeah. That wasn't the RG3 draft, was it?
Oh, it was the RG. Yeah.
So it would have been Washington.
Did they have this? Did they draft him with the second pick?
I think they traded to get the second pick.
I'm not certain.
I thought Washington made the RG3 trade actually with St. Louis. So Andrew Luck could have been in... Hold on. Andrew Luck could have been in St. Louis potentially then. If Andrew Luck is in St. Louis, do the Rams leave?
Well, I think Rams leave regardless.
No, because the Rams pointed and they said, well, nobody shows up to these games. And they had the worst 10-year stretch in the history of the NFL for a winning percentage in a small market. You can't do that. Nobody's going to show up to games. $120 a ticket to sit in the upper rows.
If we were, if Zach was here, we would not be able to end this segment because I feel like he would be able to rant on this.
He's quite upset.
Oh,
hey Zach, the Rams made the right choice, buddy.
No, he's a big Rams fan.
Oh.
He'd be able to talk about it.
The Rams suck.
It did go to Washington because of that trade, and then they got Robert Griffin III. So,
but it would have been St. Louis. They traded with St. Louis, but St. Louis had just come off of an injured Sam Bradford season.
Yep. So would they have drafted a quarterback?
Andrew Luck is, if you look at like the combine scores and stuff like that, Andrew Luck is like the second or third highest ranked prospect ever.
Yeah, I would have drafted
those things.
I would have drafted Andrew Luck if I had a chance. I was happy as a Colts fan that we were getting Andrew Luck because I'm like, oh, that's another what if too. And Andrew Luck retired so early in his career.
Mm-hmm. Well, if Andrew Luck hadn't retired, Frank Reich could still have a job. Because like Frank Reich still made the playoffs like 2 out of the 5 years he was there or something.
Yeah.
And the first year he came in expecting to have Andrew Luck, and Andrew Luck retires. So they're scrambling for quarterbacks consistently for like the next 4 years because they built a good roster so they can never get a good pick.
Yep.
All right.
We're good. Thank you for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe.
Yes, follow us on YouTube, Instagram. We will have a TikTok.
Yep.
Once the video is live for people to see. I'm waiting to hold that off so we can do clips.
That's fair.
But yeah, we're on all major streaming platforms, so go run it up. And
YouTube TV, Max, Netflix.
Yes, we have a Netflix deal.
So we're on all streaming platforms.
For podcasting.
For podcasting.
Oh.
Sorry for the people at home.
Sorry. We need to pitch a Netflix show.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
Netflix sponsor us. But as always, it's Sunday. Have a good Sunday. If you go to church.
Happy Mother's Day.
If you go to church, amen. Yeah, that is all we have.
All right.
Cheerio.
Cheerio.